Hello everyone. Hope you're all doing well. My name is Luke, host of the YouTube channel Rocked. Thank you for joining me on this nice Wednesday evening. I appreciate you all taking the time to be here. For those of you who are here for the first time, this is a first for all of us. This is the first poetry reading on our channel. Thank you for tuning in on YouTube. I truly appreciate it. I have unfortunately disabled notifications on a dual stream, but if there are any super chats for you to share your own poetry, I will gladly read them after we're done reading the poems of the day. Thank you for tuning in. Hopefully you're doing well tonight. Hopefully you're all having a good time and everything is going well in your neck of the woods. It's rare we get to have a classy evening like this, isn't it? I wanted to light a candle. However, with my lighting rig, it just wasn't working that well, so here we are. I've dressed my best to give you the best immersements possible for one Dirty Poetry by Ivan L. Moody. This will be an interesting event because many of you are not aware that Ivan Moody, singer of Five Finger Death Punch, is also quite the poet. But not only is that a treat for you as well, this is a fully illustrated book filled to the brim with each poem with unique, morbid, and dark designs to go with every poem. Thank you all. I hope this is an enjoyable video and live stream for you, as it will be for me. Some of you may be wondering, how on earth will I be able to share the visuals and actually show you and read to you at the same time? Well, fear not. I have taken the precautions and necessary steps to make sure you can read everything with me. This way you'll be able to see every word, read along, and see the beautiful imagery as we go on. I also have decided to make sure everyone is aware that the beautiful poetry is there, and if you want to share your own poems in a super chat, I will read them all at the end. I would like to thank you all for joining in. I will be looking at chat from time to time between each poem to see if there's any nice comments or anything, but I guarantee I will read every super chat at the end if there is any. If you could do a personal favor for me, please share the link out. Hit the like button right now and help get these views up. I assure you, this is going to be a unique venture for all of us. Without further ado, I think it's time to read the foreword of Dirty Poetry before we get going. This will be just the little introduction, the appetizer, the amuse-bouche from Ivan Moody before we get going on. Dirty Poetry from the contagiously contorted and quixotically twisted mind of Ivan L. Moody. To someone that says, I need a tuxedo vest, my dude, I assure you I dress better on you on my worst day, you slob. That's right. It's that type of chat. I don't care whose feelings I hurt anymore. That's what this has done to me. Dirty Poetry, Volume 1. Hopeful there'll be a Volume 2 someday. From the contagiously contorted and quixotically twisted mind of Ivan L. Moody. Artwork by Blake Armstrong. Lettering by Andy C. Fellows. Hopefully the music is well enough to accompany all this as well. Please let me know if the volume is too low or too loud. I can gladly change it on the fly. And yes, I was confused by the Volume 1 as well, but I don't know. We'll have to see what the future holds for us for future volumes. A 2-page foreword that I shall read the best of my ability with giving the proper inflection while doing all this. I'd like to take a moment and thank everyone that helped me to bring my book to life. With our combined visions, artistic eccentricities, subtle madness, poetically pesky and tactfully twisted, happy gruesome, what? Oh, senses of humor, and our abilities to see beyond the generic, and to create without concern or for drab and mundane social crucifixion. Social crucifixion? Oh. What's hot, what's not? Because of this, we've turned a few Cliff Notes journal entries, songs, this volume of Magical Madness. Thank you for helping me to enhance a project the psychotic giggles of 1,000 jesters dancing in unison while singing songs of madness and sin. Say that 3 times fast. Ha! That was said right there. That was not my own little one-liner. I am reading this properly. And for assisting me in turning my gremlinized gibberish meets therapeutic spiritual dismemberment into something that everyone can embrace, enjoy, and hopefully endure. My therapist, thank you. Oh, goodness. My therapist, thank you. My demons, angels, thank you. My inner child, thanks you. You many, many voices that constantly scratch and scream for pole position in my cranium, thank you. And most of all, wait, did I already thank my therapist? Question mark? You can't fix crazy! I seriously hope that everyone takes the time to ingest these pieces of me. Does it with an open mind, a child's imagination, and a sense of understanding. Disclaimer reminder, these were all written in times, places, moments, and situations, some I remember, some I don't, that for some reason I decided to keep. Don't ask me why, I don't have a clue where some of these even spawned from. That's, excuse me. I'm gonna do my best to keep character here, everyone. Thank you. But I'll tell you this, when you really, really look past someone's skin cloak, and bear witness to the bones and the blood that drives people into becoming themselves, then and only then you get this. Welcome to me. Enjoy. Or don't. Be well, Ivan L. Moody, villain, aka Ghost. Everyone, this was the foreword from one Ivan L. Moody, aka villain, aka Ghost, who's not even sure where some of these poems came from and doesn't remember writing some of them. I hope you're all aware. Before we continue to the first page, please again hit the like button and share this link out on all your social platforms and on Discord servers if you're members of different ones. Let's see how many people we can get this. Also, Crash Thompson and Go Gretchen are in the chat room right now. Please give a welcome to them. Opening page is a heart chained with a padlock. Such our emotions are kept chained under, and we must unlock them. But who has the key? Stick figures and gasoline. So easily pieced together, then burned and set at ease. Ashes to ashes. And then we have a happy 5 setting up a huge bonfire who appear to be taller than the small house they are next to, with black clouds of ash. There's a metaphor here. It has to do with burning. There we go. Ashes to ashes, rebirth. And it's caused by gasoline, and how stick figures are so easily pieced together and burned at ease. I'm sure there is some top shelf, high deep unconscious symbology that I'm just not intelligent enough to understand. Thank you. No, these are not rejected ICP lyrics. Thank you. These are the products of one Ivan Moody. Dusk till the dawn. Time is the devil, and the devil moves on. With a man, a skeleton, walking through the sun, which is also an old-timey clock. Roman numerals, chasing around the sun, and I apologize if the camera cannot pick this up well, what appears to be an evil kitty cat with a jack-o'-lantern face next to some type of graveyard. Time is the devil. Then who's God? Time is the devil. God is eternity? The devil... I apologize for not being smart enough to understand this, apparently. This is on me. Me alone. I apologize. Let's play Loser's Choice. Everybody gather around and bring your what? There appears to be some type of double word. This might be a massive typo. I apologize. This is not an indication of Ivan Moody's writing. Someone else is to blame. Let's play Loser's Choice. Everybody gather round and bring broken toys. No winners, no losers. No prize at the end. You play by yourself. Just you and your friends. Not since Walt Whitman have we heard such a masterpiece. Well said. There's a small child with and a broken tricycle with a baby ghost right here, if you can tell. His shadow sitting behind him with a solemn, angry, I just burned down the hospital face. And some figures holding out like the little Christmas cookies connected by hand. Just you and your friends. Wolf in sheepskin. I've become dependent on your skin. Your soul, your love, and your decadence. It's never ending. The rage, the cage, the gauge you're always holding to my head. With a picture of a... I want to say a... camel anthropomorphized with very talon-like hands standing behind a heart made of blood with X's and O's talking about love in a wolf in sheepskin. I do not see a sheep or wolf, but that's okay. I do not have the artistic eye. I become dependent on your skin. It's never ending, the rage. Is it a love poem? Is it a threat? Are you dependent on someone? Do they have a gun to your head? Yes. All of that, it means yes. I don't know if that's supposed to be a vampire. That is a very good question. Joe Camel and Cher's illegitimate son cosplaying as Freddie Mercury. I would prefer if my audience did not refer to Freddie Mercury in any of this stream. I don't think he deserves to be associated with this. Thank you. Moving on. Puke and sawdust. Excuse me. Puke and sawdust. I'm trying so hard to change the way I view the world. But every time I turn around, someone burns the whole thing down. And then my pain unfurls, extinguishing the fires just to start more up. It's a backwards theory that's always led by the corrupt, but we all love to digest it, and it slowly. And it slowly eats our guts. There's a additional S between it and slowly for some reason. I'm sure I just can't understand it. There's a image of a skeleton dressed up in a jacket, with many small people very happy right here, seem to be living their lives, and a giant skeletal man having some type of bloody coughing fit. Puke and sawdust, however, is absolutely a perfect line to open this poem about changing the world in a vicious cycle. I don't know what this is supposed to be. Someone said maybe I'm not edgy enough. Maybe that's it. Maybe someday. Maybe someday. Also, maybe it's a slowly, but there's only 2 S's. And it comes after it. So, and no other words yet have done that either. So, I'm not sure what to make of that either. Thank you. Life is ugly. Love is gray. We're only happy when we can't stay. And there's a sad man with a very thin mustache with a crow or raven sitting on his shoulder and an umbrella holding it like a pew-pew with his heart on his shirt. I'm open to any and all interpretation of what this means. Life is ugly, love is gray. We're only happy when we can't stay. I'm not sure. Anyone who would like to fill me in on this, please let me know. Thank you. No, this was not written by a 15-year-old. He is in his late 40s. Thank you. Blue today. Today blue. Blue is my color, not in the sense of being down, no. Today I feel hope, stirring songs of screw it. All seem to make me smirk. Skies are gray and filled with apothic teens. Yes? But I see gateways, beams of life shining through the muggy settled. In my own... What? But I see gateways, beams of life shining through the muggy, settled in my own skin, almost without hatred or remorse. Just a soft and luxurious sense of peace. So much for red and hollow blacks. Today I sense a changing of the tides, a lifting, a breathing, a smile. And with a tiny emoticon smiley, and other smileys, we have a man clearly pressed against the glass being gassed by some black fog, who is desperate to get out of some box and about to die. Blue indeed, sir. Blue indeed. Woven. I'm black and white tapestry. I sewed my name from the blood and tears. I grew again and no one took the blame. There's a numbness within me that I could never change. There's a broken boy within shell. Within a shell, that A is microscopic. And I lost him to the same. And we have clearly Slender Man waiting to make his next attack in the woods. With what appears to be not a wolf, but the outline of some ravenous monster with demonic teeth. I am black with white tapestry. Indeed. If Crash Thompson is still here, I would like to know what his thought is on this. I'm struggling to find the comparison of Creeper in the Woods with I've sowed my name from the blood and tears. I'm quite confused. I've yet to relate to one poem. If this, someone said in chat, if this didn't have Ivan Moody's name on it, I'd be convinced that it's just some bad, edgy live journal goth poetry written by a 14-year-old. Fair. If I gave it all away, would you be happy? Drowning myself in another bottle of courage. Slipping away again. What else do you expect? I'm strong on the surface, but inside me, it's a load. If this was yours... And we have what appears to be either a man's skeleton inside a giant vat of alcohol, or a baby skeleton inside a wine bottle. I would like to remind everyone that Ivan Moody has been sober for several years now. Many of the poems you're reading were made by a sober man. I don't know what to make of that. Jimmy cracked out. Why should I care? Jimmy OD'd. Well, life's not fair. Jimmy sold crack to friends and foes. Poor Jimmy fell down, but not before he took people with him. F Jimmy. And we have Jimmy in a dunce cap, crawling through the agony of hell, which appears to be a barren wasteland with a red cloud of blood dust behind him. Could anyone in the chat rooms please tell me who Jimmy is? Please. Thank you, Nacho, for the looking snazzy comments. We have a better thing to address right now. Who's Jimmy? I would very much like to know who Jimmy is. Did I miss something? Jimmy didn't have a skin cloak. Oh. Is that why no one likes Jimmy? He forgot his skin cloak. Is this the same Jimmy who cracked corn? Apparently he cracked crack, or cracked out, as Ivan says. It's not Jimmy Hoffa. I think that was a bit before Ivan's time. Jimmy Neutron definitely did not grow up to be this man. F in the chat for Jimmy? Yes, please. If everyone could please hit the like button and then type an F in the chat for Jimmy. I'm at a loss. I don't know who Jimmy is and why Ivan hates him. It sounds like Jimmy has some issues and could use some serious help, but boy oh boy, it's a little late now. I don't know what to say about this one, unfortunately. Thank you for the Fs for respect. I'm still upset. I don't know who Jimmy is, everyone. I apologize. I'll have to figure that out eventually. This poem starts out, Hotel Thoughts. Let's see what Ivan Moody thinks about when he's in the hotel, shall we? If I died today, I'd be the same. Nothing has ever changed. The song remains the same. Insane, 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 insane. And we have a man standing halfway out of the x-ray machine at the hospital, so only half of his body lights up on the reading. Those x-rays are expensive, sir. You should step back. And for some reason, it's a very dirty hospital with splatter all around. They are going to be in a lot of trouble with OSHA compliance. I don't know what hotel it is that he decided to think these things, but apparently someone at the Marriott needs to check in on him during the evening. We're getting a little more disturbing. We have whoever Jimmy is and hotel thoughts about death. I'm not sure. I'll remember you. Will you remember me? Wait a minute. I'm not the man you think. I'm the one I chose to be. And we have the man from Cliffhanger from The Price is Right, sitting on the end of a cliff, refusing to go over so the contestant can win a prize. I would like to say that half of this poem was lifted from Sarah McLachlan, if I'm not mistaken. Please let me know if I'm correct. I will remember you. Will you remember me? I'm not sure how this works. When you finally get everything that you have ever wanted, run. And we have what appears to be a leg severing the chain, breaking away from the golden ball and chain, radiating gold so vibrant and bright, with a bloody ankle, blood droplets everywhere. I don't know who wanted this, but there's some symbolism, I believe, for marriage in this. Very inappropriate and cruel. Then again, I never really thought Ivan Moody as a ladies' man, even though I know many ladies have thrown themselves at him. Monster energy fueled and all. Lady Agony, Mrs. Catastrophe. Oh, Lady Vanity, you're such a canvas, a Picasso in your mind. If it releases your majesty, the queen of amnesty, no one here can judge you. You sit so high above us, never looking down. Broken crown. And we have a demonic, angry nightmare woman looking at her mirror with her golden crown on. She's apparently fuming. I do believe Mr. Moody was just trying to rhyme words at some point and gave up on trying to make coherent sense. Also, in the last poem, someone says, run from what you want. Run from Jimmy, maybe? Apparently. But also, from the woman. I do believe some of these words were just desperate rhymes, and then he gave up a little over halfway through. I don't know. Mrs. Catastrophe, Lady Agony, Oh Lady Vanity. But she looks very sinister. I'm sure there's much more that I'm not reading into. Looks like I'm not sleeping tonight, boys. Boy. Tabby had a toothache. She didn't scrub her mouth, since her teeth weren't their priority. Her mouth, it went south! Braces couldn't fix her stuff, her gums were all but gone. Her breath was like a yellow mist, her tongue was bumped and brown. Tabby eventually got a new girl. Her parents paid top coin, so she could have a big ol' smile. But now her teeth are made of glass. Tabby can't eat an apple. I don't know what's going on. And we have a picture of a feral cat with glass teeth. Tabby the cat could not get braces, and she did not take care of her teeth properly, so now she has glass teeth, but still cannot eat an apple. I will read all super chats at the end. Thank you very much, Doc. I'll read yours at the end. We need to go back at hand. Does anyone have anything they can add to why Ivan's cat required such a story arc? And what does this mean? Why is this here? This doesn't teach us anything. Is Tabby Jimmy's cat? Possibly. I swear I'm not sure what's going on. Tabby had a toothache. She didn't scrub her mouth. Her mouth, it went south. Her tongue was bumped and brown. For all the animal and cat lovers out there, I apologize. Apparently Ivan was amused and had a important lesson to teach about the kitty cats out there. Oh, that's pleasant to turn the page and see that. It's very classy. It ain't the money that changed. Oh, goodness. It's one of those where the writing's a little all over the place. I don't know why. I'm sure this is artistic, but it's confusing. It ain't the money that it ain't the money that changed me, and it ain't the fame. I've been a dickhead since I could remember. Been called a million things. But what's in a name? Hello, my name is Middle Finger, with a Sharpie happy face on the middle fingernail. I would like to reiterate, this was written by a man in his 40s. For a man that has complained at one point daily about all the things TMZ and many other blabbermouth have said about him, he sure has a unique look at this now. Well, let's turn from this crude one. I'm running away from something, the demons in my soul. I'm running away from someone, she dwells within. The fire's down below, it's been running away from something. So long it seems it's been. I've been running away from someone I used to call a friend. And as we can see, a skeleton escaping... What was the term? The skin cloak? A man escaping his skin cloak. Now, does that refer to the man's friend? The skin cloak he left behind to become a skeleton? Assuming the friend also could have been Jimmy. Yes, the stream will be saved. No, it's not Tommy Vex. They were never friendly enough. I guess we have to assume that friend is named Jimmy. But we have a skin cloak being left behind as he moves on. We're going to assume that every time an unnamed friend is mentioned, he's referring to Jimmy, whoever that may be. Why am I on your totem pole? On the bottom? On the top? Am I even there? Who am I on your totem pole? And should I really care? Of wood and iron? Of stone and ash? Am I on your totem pole? Or is there room for that? And we have an undead nightmare totem pole, arms flailing out, with a splash of blood pocketing away. And you can't see it because it's in the crease, but a few beautiful flowers growing here for no reason. I'm not sure what to think about that. Shh. Don't let my memory fade away. Save it for a rainy day. I'm beside you, look for me. Don't you fear, just turn the page. And we have a man in a striped shirt outside of a city who's having delusional side effects, thinking he's being side-hugged by some type of demon in a button-up shirt. I don't know what to make of that. Clearly he has more issues, but it's telling us to turn the page, and we shall. Thank you everyone for staying tuned in. Reminder that I'll read all super chats at the end. When you close your eyes, I'll see you in your dreams. We have a small child with a picture of the outside, maybe a family of 3, and some monster under the bed. Now, pardon me for being presumptuous, however, it feels like this artwork was already made and they just had to find it somewhere to fit it in the book. And this had to deal just enough with dreams, so they shoehorned it in here. I'm not sure what to expect. Off today. I feel a little bit off today. Like me. Off today. I feel a little bit off today. Like me. Something broke inside. I feel a little bit off today. I was pissed when I woke up. I'm a little bit off today. I don't trust the thoughts in my head. All I need is a little bit of space. I don't need your help at all. And we have a man's almost like Pinhead from Hellraiser, without the pins, with his skull collapsing and fading away. This is like if Dr. Seuss and the guy who did Calvin and Hobbes did a lot of PCP and collaborated. I understand that reference. I do believe this is referencing maybe this was an older poem and it was sourced for a future song. However, I'm not sure what to think. A part of me died when you turned away. There's a pain in my heart that I can't replace. It's the bridges we burn, all the games we play. Every time that you lied and you crossed the line, you forgot one thing. You're mine. And we have a chained heart like we saw in the beginning. I'm not sure what to think about this. I feel like this is much more toxic and creepily possessive of someone leaving their life. I would also like to apologize. Let me change the song. This is a little bit more intense about the beef. It's what's for dinner music. Let's go to some Tchaikovsky. Thank you. A part of you died when you turned away, but then still proclaiming that they're his. Makes it sound like Ivan Moody's going to go on the stalking spree of a lifetime and potentially kidnap someone. Let's hope that never happens. This is a little disturbing. That's a little... Boy, oh boy. I don't even know. Leave your BS at the door. I don't hear it anyway. I'm growing bigger, getting better. I'm harder than you ever were. What? You're not even a memory. To me, you're just a blur. And we have a man being erased to death. Or being crushed by a giant novelty pencil. I don't know about the death metaphor here. I'm not really sure. Excuse me. I'm not even sure what this all means. I'm actually a little worried. Harder than you ever were is a... I'm sure that's a message. It's supposed to mean I'm harder than you ever were. I'm tougher. I'm more resilient, thick-skinned in that sense. There's no other meaning, I think, meant for that. I'm growing bigger, getting better. Thank you for the super chat. I'll read it at the end. I don't know what else to say, but this artwork doesn't really match anything here. It's just disturbing. The only fight we're born to lose, Father Time is never lonely. We have another picture of a clock, and what appears to be a clock hands killing someone. And that's it. Ivan Moody's greatest enemy apparently was not drunken behavior, alcohol, blabbermouth, his own behavior, other people, the people he's abused. No, it's time. He called time the devil, and now he's saying Father Time is never lonely because it's a fight we're born to lose. I'm not sure what to think about that. And yes, someone just said, there's actually color other than blood red in this page. That is true. It looks like a lovely evening before you get to the actual blood red. Bit of a spin the wheel. $20 for me, $50 for water, $50 for electricity, $30 for phone, $100 for groceries, $250 that's either $2,500 or $250 for rent. It's $250, but there's 3 zeros. I don't know. Totaling $500 monthly. Humble beginnings. I would like to not make any mistakes on what I say about this. This is not a poem. It is a budget. You cannot just take your monthly budget and call it a poem, sir. When I go to CVS and they print out the long receipts, I don't call that a poem. Thank you for the super chat. I will be reading it at the end. I'm not sure why someone would think this is a poem at all. I don't know how this fits into a book of poetry. I'm not even sure under what circumstances I get the... If anyone's in the chat, please let me know how this can be confused for being part of a poetry book. Once again, Ivan Moody's book of poetry, dirty poetry, not Ivan's past budgets and accounting sheets. And that is not symbolism, that's just showing his monthly bills. No symbolism here. Man in the Box. And it's the Mirror of Erased from Harry Potter. But instead of looking in and wanting to see the Quidditch Cup and the prefect badge from Harry Potter, or the Sorcerer's Stone. It's a demon cat face in the clouds with a human heart. I don't know what the Alice in Chains reference would be for something like this to match this artwork. I have a feeling the people that made this book did not think anyone would get this far. Ivan could have wrote this book. I have many bills to pay. Please, fair people, buy a Five Finger Death Punch album today. They can't hate me, but they'll try. But still, they'll never forget me. And we have a man on stage with a large crowd of unenthusiastic, bored people, with the man on stage giving the double word. That's a poor public speaking tactic. I would never recommend that to any audience. No matter how much the topic may not entertain anyone, you should never flip off your audience twice and expect something good to happen. I remember dreaming I'd be strong. I remember thinking I was clever. I remember running in the scribbled out a lifetime ago. It seems it's been forever. And we have a man with a very emo hoodie with a heart on its chest, with a big old stain on the hip, and the signature Ivan Moody red handprint on the face. Standing on a road somewhere, and a big smoke explosion surrounded by blood. Ivan Moody is a mess. I don't know why he's talking about why he was dreaming about being strong and thinking he was clever. But I am not sure about anything. Down here in the shadow, we can sleep away the lights. We can hide down beneath the gallows. Where we control the tide, we can pray. We can lay it all to rest. And we have a picture of some underworld shadows with a noose. Some very oddly disturbing imagery about living in the shadows, where you can prey on others, where you control the tide, and then lay it all to rest. I'm not sure what to think about this. It feels very unfortunate because some of the artwork here has been actually pretty impressive and unique, but it doesn't match up to a lot of the... This is the first one that might have actually matched up to one of the poems, and the poems are making less and less sense as they move on. Before the contracts of men, there was the strength of this world, but somewhere along the way, we lost sight. Now as the wolves close in, all around us we line up. Softer than sheep, they say. You reap what you sow, I say. So I say, can I kill what you all eat? What? This is so bad. Before the contracts of men, so we're talking about very early biblical times, before contracts were even a thing and drafted, there was strength in the world, but it was lost along the way, and now the wolves are closing in around a baby in a bear hoodie. We line up softer than sheep, though there's no sheep around. You reap what you sow, so I say, can I kill what you all eat? I guess, inferring that the wolves of the world are eating people alive, and then Ivan Moody, the bloodlust consuming him, asking if he can finish off the people that were half-eaten. Just because. Puke and sawdust, that is correct. Also, John from ARTV is in the chat. Everyone please say hello to John from ARTV. But hey! Can we just go back to this for a second? I'm sorry. This is literally just random anger, and I admit, that's the first time I've ever seen the sentence in question, "Can I kill what you all eat?" I'm reading that correctly. You can see it on screen. Can I kill what you all eat? That, I think Ivan is the baby he's referring to, so he's the evil murder baby. I'm not sure what to say. But hey! The moment I start living my life, I would like to point out that there's quotes around living and then one apostrophe after my, before my, and then another quote after life. Someone got a little wild with their punctuation. The moment I start living my life for everyone else, well, that's the day they lower my cold, lifeless body into the mud. And I'll still be out there smiling to not giving 222 poos. This too shall pass. Nights like this, it's hard to tell if I'm over the edge or just in hell. So, I'm not happy that they quoted a line from Lord of the Rings. This also angers me. This also stated that Ivan Moody will never, ever, ever do anything for anyone else, ever. He will never be a selfless man. Hard no. But it's nights like this, it's hard to tell if he's over the edge or already in hell. And we can see his skull with dilated eyes and the red handprints. A dangerously confused man. Don't want to scream for my supper? Bleed for my crown. The bridges are burning, and then we all fall down. Quite literally the worst nursery rhyme and childhood jump rope skip I've heard in my life. It has no cadence or rhythm. Don't want to scream for my supper, bleed for my crown. The bridges are burning, as then we all fall down. And then there's some type of castle set upon an impossible precipice. I'm not sure what to think of this, other than this is a very angry teenager trapped in a 40-something-year-old man's body. I'm not sure. Oh, sweet mercy. Pardon me. Pardon me, everyone. I should have been a dentist. At least I'd get paid for rotten decay. Ha ha ha! Ah! Tongue out emoji into 2 exclamation marks. Ivan's a little confused at how dentists get paid, apparently. They don't, get paid by the pound of rotten decay inside a person's mouth. Also, braces are for orthodontistry, not dentistry. There's been several teeth metaphors. I'm being generous with metaphor here, but there's been many in this book so far. This isn't so much a poem as it is a 2-liner. I should have been a dentist. At least I get paid for rotten decay. Ha ha ha. I don't know if this is Jimmy speaking, or if this is still Ivan itself. I don't know who this man is. Maybe a child? It's not a child, he's too hairy-faced. I'm assuming this is hair of some type, because it's sharpied oddly. Hairy ears even? I don't get that. The teeth are so bloody and raw, but the braces are shiny, brilliant diamond white. Also, someone with a good line, I'm under and oral it. Well done. I'm not sure. Maybe it show's supposed to be shadows? Maybe. I suppose. That's a guess. Again, this is not a poem. It's a bad stand-up joke at a crappy bar that no one wanted to go to on a Tuesday night. Poor face. This skin on my face, is it mine? But no matter where I go, I can't hide it. I can't change it. I'm stuck with me, and I'm stuck with it. I'm stuck down here with you, poor face. And we have a man who looks like his mouth is sewn shut. Very upset about how he looks. My only response to this is, to one Mr. Moody, it's hard to get rid of your face when you tattoo so much of your face so much all over your scalp and eye and head that anyone would recognize you instantly. You can't blend into a crowd that way. You are not only you, people know you for that tattoo. Heavy trash. Oh boy. Heavy trash. Torture me. Tranquility. The thing with I need the most. You plant the seed beneath within my heart. Blackened and broken, I can't distinguish this from that. And we have a man, looks like head desking the wall, putting his head through the wall, with some shadows looking on, and some water damage on the wall. Heavy trash, also potentially a new genre. Torture me, tranquility, the thing with I need the most. I'm not sure of the concept there. You plant the seed beneath within my heart. Beneath within my heart blackened and broken, I can't distinguish this from that. These are phrases smushed together and trying to read them as if someone first learning English trying to put phrases together that don't quite line up. I'm not sure. My little black book, my Bible of disease, 666 black windows, begging for release. She wants to be the one to misuse me. She wants to be the ones to abuse me. She wants to be the one that enslaves me. She wants to tear up me and desecrate me. And we have a man chomping down on a conveyor belt of spiders with the little black book. His Bible for disease. Black windows, and then it goes to whoever she refers to, not Jimmy this time. There's apparently someone else. I don't know who she is, but apparently there's a golem-like voice in his head, being very paranoid about a woman in his life. I'm not sure what all this references and has to do with spiders outside of disease, but I also then don't know. No, it's not Jimmy's wife. If we had a name to go with, it might be easier, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure about a lot of stuff right now. Pink Tomb. Oh, sweet mercy. Ivan Moody has gone very blue now. He's going very vulgar. I'm gonna have to shimmy the artwork a little off. Pardon me. Ridiculous. I'll try to read as much as I can, however. What I'm covering up is exactly what you think it is. First of all, he calls a woman's nether regions the Pink Tomb. A ladies' man, Ivan Moody, knowing how to tell the women what they want to hear. I plunged my face inside her, tasting every drop of sweat she secreted. She quivered and hollered, her legs curled and quivered. Inside I plunged deeper, her screams made me shiver. She's my go-to, the one that knows God. Very pervertedly stupid to refer God in the same poem that you're referring to a woman's nether regions as a pink tomb. 'Cause that's what she called me, which was quite odd. I'll think of her next time I'm alone in my room. Her blissful seduction and her pink glistening tomb. I would like to reiterate, Ivan Moody is not 12. Ivan Moody is absolutely an idiot, and to all the women out there who still have the hots for the man, I ask, please read this poem and think if this is the man you want in your life. To those who are asking about the picture, I'm not going to look again. And as it's artwork, as it's a clear drawing, it has stair steps up to a giant orifice. I'm failing to really give any credit anymore to Ivan Moody after calling it a pink tomb. The man is clearly desperate for attention and will forever be Edgy McEdgelord, thinking he's brilliant. I don't know what else to say. But that's all. The first line. Okay. Crimson pain. Times like this, my heart's in hand pouring life. On chapped sand, abolish life such peaceful gray, no sign of night, no burn of day, an echo cracks, a scare released, passionate bride, her tears deceased. No coils of wind, nor melodic sounds, just pounding cold upon the ground. This chapel of reason, of land of rain, all past of an earth, screaming in pain. She'll murmur off into the sky, but I'll be here again and again till I die. And we have a pair of bloody eyes, and that's it. This is starting to sound like Ivan was very, very he was in a state when he wrote some of this, and I'm not even sure what in the world this is supposed to be. Again, he's referencing more and more women as we move on, by the way. I'm not sure, everyone. I apologize. Brown sugar. Oh, I don't like this already. Oh. Teeth that gleamed when she screamed. I could always tell when she was sore. Oh, goodness, Ivan. Creepy. No, Ivan doesn't objectify women. No, he didn't have an issue with women beating them and then having all this. No. Why would you want to put evidence out there, Ivan, that you've visualized and treated women a little poorly than people give you credit? Oh. Teeth that gleamed when she screamed. I could always tell when she was sore. She never could love me like she loved her brown needles and razor blades. She fooled around, no longer glamorous. She's molted and gross. A symbiotic love. Triangle and she is the host. Brown sugar, baby. Go sleep now, for daydreaming of new mornings and eyes without glaze. Isn't that your life calling? Better run, better go. We'll all be waiting behind the red doors. And we have a spoon eating honey bunches of hearts for breakfast, as that heart is cooked. Brown sugar referring to an illegal narcotic that shall go unnamed. Very poorly worded in the beginning. It could have gone a lot of different directions. Apparently he wrote this about a woman who had some issues. Yikes. I don't even know what to say. Went dancing through the mouth of a cemetery. Ran screaming into the arms of oblivion. Alone. Lost. In public. The damned understand me. The saved never will. Though they'll try to condemn me, I dance in the cemetery. Lost in the kill. This appears to be a skeleton dancing on a headstone. And apparently just went on a murder spree. Like the TikTok theme. And saying that the only ones that will understand him are those of his own kind. So, yes, red flags indeed. Many red flags across the board. I hope everyone knows Ivan Moody has some issues. Headline. It's often thought about writing a journal, but often wondered, what makes my words special? Amidst a trillion daily questions, prayers, blessings, and murders, what makes my written suicide? Life lesson any different? I want someone to blame me, 'cause I've got 1,000 people to blame. So, he's talking about how he's angry at many people in his life, and he wants someone to blame him so he can pass the buck. And he's wondering why his words written down will even have any influence or any importance with everything going on in the world. Featured in his own book, Dirty Poetry. A man of paradoxes, Ivan Moody. And we have a monkey with a pen stuck through his ears, dressed up as the old accordion-playing monkey. I'm not sure what to think about that. I'm not sure what to think about anything anymore. Needy. Everyone needs someone, yet no one is enough. Everyone's got it wrong, and everybody's got it rough. Spelled R-U-F-F. 1,000 ways to kill a man, 1,000,000 ways to die. A different scab for every scar, and the truth is all just lies. We have a man with X's written on the wall and X's over his own eyes. A needy man complaining that no one is never enough. However, everyone needs someone. And every scab is at every scar, and the truth is all just lies. This feels also like two poems smushed together. This has nothing to do with being needy, the second half. I'm not sure much of this was thought through at all. Ivan Moody, more like Ivan Needy, maybe. What's with all the red X's? Maybe that's his kill count, I don't know. I'm uncomfortable in my skin. The scars I bear are legacy to my sins. And we have a man scarring himself, almost like the scream from that famous art piece. Uncomfortable in my skin and scarring himself as a legacy. I don't know. That's not a poem. That's 2 lines, 2 sentences. And that's it. Shockingly enough, in Ivan Moody's poetry book, there have been many non-poems. I'm not sure what to think. Wishful drinking. I would like to reiterate, wishful drinking is a term that has been used many times over the years as a play on words. If there was a way to go backwards, I'd run before I crawled. If there was anything I'd ever loved, it was thought that the world was as one. And a man who appears to be on his phone, outside, surrounded by bottles. It's a shame. Some of the artwork really does look impressively nice, unique, well-designed, thematically present. And I'm not really sure. I almost want to give him credit for this one. If there was a way to go backwards, I'd run before I crawled. If there was anything I'd ever loved, I was the thought that the world was as one. And by as one, as the world thinks like he does. Who needs no one? Because Ivan Moody said he would never live for everyone. So I'm not sure what to think. Lullaby for sadness. Okay, well, a nice lullaby. This will be lovely. Reborn from the nova that blankets my skies, gold be her color, and deep be her eyes. Blasphemy teardrops trapped beneath smiles. Now cold be her color, and bloom be her crime. And so weeps her sweet song, her beneath and above, and fades into prism where life inhales love. And then we have a terrified girl with her doll, who has just read that poem at bedtime, and she'll have night terrors for the rest of her life. If Gretchen's out there, if we ever babysit your sweet nephew, I promise I will never read him this lullaby. Boy, oh boy. Blasphemy teardrops, trapped beneath smiles. Silence is golden. Just ask the devil. Silence is golden. Just ask the dead. And we have what looks like a skull/goalie mask. And that's it. That's a stanza. Or a section of a poem. I don't think that's a full poem. And Nova is the name of his daughter. Oh, well, that's good to know. Thank you. Thank you for letting me know that. See, that makes a little more context. Thank you. Because Nova was said in that poem. So that is an appropriate suggestion of letting me know some further information. Thank you very much. Also, Freddy Krueger had better lullabies. I cannot argue. Just ask the devil, silence is golden, just ask the dead. And with that, we have finished Ivan Moody's Dirty Poetry. And we end with that man being erased to death. I want to thank you all for joining me on this journey of what is dirty poetry from the contagiously contorted and quixotically twisted mind of Ivan L. Moody. I think that's enough for now. Okay, the bit's over. As someone just poetically perfect on here in the YouTube chat, he put his daughter's name and poem in the same book that he wrote a poem called Pink Tomb. In his poetry book, he had his monthly budget. There were poems that are so nonsensical, I don't even understand how it worked. Do you remember magnetic poetry on the refrigerator? Like you would put the little words together to make whatever thing you want? I feel like he took that literally. I don't know what most of this was. I feel this was a great attempt at an idea and truly a sincere attempt at something being for a creative outlet and trying to do something. And getting an artist like Blake Armstrong, lettering by Andy C. Felt. Blake Armstrong, the artist, did a great job with making some great imagery to go with some of the poems. Others, they just were there. They had nothing to do with the writing. I don't know what else to say. The weird lettering, adding random letters and numbers and quotes that and repeated words. There were so many poems in this that I don't even remember now that were just shockingly awful. I don't know what else to say about that. And then we turned a page and saw a giant pink tomb at the top of a stairway. We see burning, death, murder, Ivan Moody wanting to be a dentist, laughing about dentistry, giving his cat glass teeth, and best of all, he really, really hates Jimmy. For those of you who are watching this on the backlog or watch the replay of this, let me know who Jimmy is. Who could Jimmy be? Was Jimmy the owner of the Tabby? Did Jimmy know one of these other women? I don't know what else to say. Yes, the Poetry of Rock Special Edition. I don't know if I'll ever do poetry again because poetry has been tainted for me. Is this for Five Finger Death Punch fans? I don't believe so. I might be the only one who bought this that was not a huge Five Finger Death Punch fan. This was the cheapest edition. There are many special editions with additional artwork, like actual cards and prints coming with it. Bigger hardbound editions, leather wrappings, unique stuff. This was the cheapest standard edition. $34.99. The artwork really was something unique, and I give full credit. This absolutely was a great idea to have so much artistry and imagery with it all to make a poetry book stand out. Some poetry should not stand out or be brought up in the first place. Even the Joker would find this a bit much. Yes, I agree. I'll get to some more thoughts in a second. Let me go through the super chats because I know we have some. Thank you very much to everyone who gave all the super chats. Where are the super chats? Come on now. Da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da. Come on, where are you? Thank you all for hanging out with me till the end. Very much appreciated. Where are the super chats? No new super chats from members yet. Okay. I saw super chats come in. Maybe I could scroll up. Hang tight, guys. Sorry about this. I wonder why it's not so in the super chats, because it shows I have a few. Maybe I don't. No, it says I do. Okay. I'll wait for them to come back. I apologize about that, guys. If you send a super chat, let me know. Just let me know right here. For whatever reason, it's not showing on my page. Where to begin? This wasn't great. Thank you, John. This was truly the best. This was the perfect example of a live stream to have on the TV or just in the background and listen. You could tell that some of the poetry was inspiration for later songs, which is fine, totally fine. Not every poem was absolute, but there was so much that was nonsensical phrases, and there was some that was just edgelord live journal cringe. And then it got to some of the stuff when he referred to ladies. The weird dentistry obsession, the teeth obsession, and then a lullaby referencing his daughter. Also, let me know what your super chats are, and I'll read them out. Thank you. Just retype them now. Don't send another super chat. Just retype them now, because I don't know why YouTube is not showing me the super chats. I apologize again. And then we'll be on our way. I would not recommend this book. I would not add it to my Goodreads list either, because I don't want people to know what I've been reading. The problem with that is now people know that I have this book, so there's that. Maybe Jimmy is the voice in Ivan's head. Ooh, that's a thought. Edgelord word jumble. Also, just some of the lines about he'll never live his life for people, and I'm not saying I'm Mr. Wordsmith here, but boy oh boy, this was something. This was really something. The man in the box part also, yes, man in the box. That had nothing to do with man in the box, and I was standing in a mirror and burn it. Maybe. If the keat gives out, I might. I apologize. I don't know why super chats aren't turning in. Again, please say your super chats now, because there's no way for me to see them. Chat's not letting me. Like, it's not showing up, period, on my YouTube feed. I apologize about that. It always did before. I know one of them was just a good vibes thing. Thank you very much for that. I apologize. No idea why. Like, on viewer activity, it says no new super chats or members yet. So, other than that, I think it's time to reward you a little bit. For those watching right now live, we will be having a Rock Coliseum later this month. I'll be announcing the time and date this week. I've already okayed it with the other Rock Coliseum fellows. We'll make sure everything's smooth for that. As of now, today, and yesterday, I started writing the new Regretting the Past. You would expect that in a few weeks as well. So, that being said, let me finalize something really quick. Thank you again for tuning in. I have no idea why the super chats won't show, so if no one else reiterates what their super chat was, I'll have to move on. I just don't know. Literally, like, I could share my screen if it would show. It's just not showing anything showed up, and I know there was some that came. Here's one that just came in. My sister had my nephew on Monday, and that baby poem makes me scared from him, from Blue Cat. Yes, Blue Cat, that is very true. I would be scared also. Do not read that poem there. New Rock Coliseum and Regretting the Past this month. You're spoiling us, Luke. I'm going to be trying. I do believe the problem is that there's been too much chat back and forth, and that can't keep the history of all the super chats. And normally it still keeps a record on the viewer activity, but it's not doing it this time. So again, I apologize. Like, I just saw this one that came in, but I don't know why they all just disappear. So I apologize about that again, guys. So, oh, here's one. Okay, super chat from Doc O'Kelly. How could this happen to me? I've made my mistakes. You just read Simple Plan after I read all this garbage. No. Thank you. Thank you, Doc O'Kelly, for the super chat, however. Very kind. I will not continue to read Simple Plan after reading much of this. And also, yes, to Jason, I am engaged. I proposed to Gretchen this past weekend. If you didn't see it on social media or on the YouTube page, thank you very much for all the congratulations and well-wishing. we had so many notifications going off on Saturday and Sunday that it was insane. We just couldn't keep up with it. So thank you guys again for all that. That being said, yeah, I think we're about done. If you had any other super chats, I know there was some. I know one from Devin Sterling came in. I apologize, Devin, that it disappeared. We'll get it figured out sooner or later. However, in the meantime, could we watch stream and do a separate super chat vid? That's true. I do remember that. Okay, I tell you what. I will rewatch the stream tonight or tomorrow. And then also, as I do that, in the pinned comment of this video, I will answer and address every super chatter. That is a great suggestion. Thank you very much. I won't make a separate video, but I will absolutely do that. I will make a super chat list going at it as the chat goes live, as long as the chat's there. So thank you very much again for all the congratulations. Gretchen's in the chat as well. Hopefully you all are doing well. Please, 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 please stay tuned for Regretting the Past. We will have new music night on Sunday night on Twitch, along with Riffage on Monday night on Twitch. The next video on YouTube will be Regretting the Past. I've already started writing it. I've already started working on it. It should be out in less than 2 weeks, guys. So if you see people asking on Discord, just let them know, less than 2 weeks. And from Mad Tom, you should feed the book to Ivan the dog. We love Ivan, and he is a good boy. He does not deserve to eat this. No. Thank you again for all the congratulations. If you're on Twitch, I guess I'll send a raid. I didn't even mean to stream this on Twitch, but Streamlabs is being wonky and it wouldn't let me do either. So, that being said, I shall fade away now. Thank you guys for everyone that joined on YouTube. I shall rewatch and find those super chats and answer them. Thank you guys again. On Twitch, please stay tuned for a raid as we fade away. Have a great night. Stay tuned to the socials for when we announce when the next Rock Coliseum is, as it's coming soon. Yes, and also Gretchen just chimed in. Don't you do that to her poor baby. Absolutely. I agree, Gretchen. No. We treat Ivan the good boy good. So, thank you all. Stay tuned on Twitch for a raid. On YouTube, thank you guys again. I will add all those super chats as soon as I get it done. Thank you guys.